So, guys, so today we're going to be looking at the NBA playoff picture, and then I'm going to be making my predictions to how the playoffs are going to go and who's going to win the championship. So, let's get it. So, in the play-in tournament in the West, you have the New Orleans Pelicans, San Antonio Spurs, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Los Angeles Clippers. For the play-in tournament over here, you have the Brooklyn Nets, the Cleveland Cavaliers, Atlanta Hawks, and the Charlotte Hornets. So, let's get started. And I want to point out how close it is. Like the Jazz, right now they're the fifth seed. They could be from fifth seed all the way down to the seventh seed, which is actually really big. As you can see, the records are pretty similar. And the Jazz could be the fourth seed. The Jazz could actually be a third seed in just a couple of games. So it's really close. So, yeah, let's start out with the East. So we go Charlotte or Atlanta. I think Atlanta will win. So let's just put an A for Atlanta. Then Cleveland and Brooklyn. I'm gonna have to give it to. I'm gonna have to give the win to Brooklyn, so it means that Brooklyn's over here. And then we have Cleveland would go down here. Cleveland and Atlanta. I would have Cleveland winning, so cross out Atlanta and cross out Charlotte. There would be right there. And then Cleveland moves on to the 8 right here. Moving on to the left side, you have New Orleans Pelicans and the San Antonio Spurs. I would have the Pelicans moving on. So let's go P. Let's go N. And let's go New Orleans from between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Los Angeles Clippers. I would have the Clippers winning. Let's go C for Clippers. This one eliminates the Spurs. Then you have the Timberwolves moving on right here. And between the Timberwolves and the Pelicans, I would have the Pelicans move on. CJ McCollum. Yeah. So that eliminates the Timberwolves. Okay, let's speed up a little bit. Between the Heat and the Cavaliers, I would have the Heat. Between the 76ers and the Bulls. Really good matchup, but I would still give it to the 76ers. And then the Boston Celtics and the Toronto Raptors, I would have to give it to the Boston Celtics. Then Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets, really good matchup, back and forth. It has to be going to Game 7 if this is a matchup. I think I'd have to give it, for first time in a while, I'd have to give it to the 7th seed upsetting the 2nd seed and give it to the Brooklyn Nets. So then over here you have the Suns and the Pelicans. I'm going to give it to I'm going to have the Suns win. Then you have the Dallas Mavericks and the Jazz. I have the Jazz winning. It might be a little biased, but I think the Jazz will win. Warriors and Nuggets. I have the Warriors. And we have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Clippers. I'll have to give it to the Memphis Grizzlies. And then you have over here. Then you have the Miami Heat and the Philadelphia 76ers. I have to give it to the 76ers. Then you have the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. I'd have to give it to the Brooklyn Nets. Then you have the Phoenix Suns versus Utah Jazz. I have to give it to the Utah Jazz. I mean, just kidding. I have to give it to the Phoenix Suns. I'm not that biased of a fan. So sorry, Utah, but you're not being Phoenix. Golden State versus Memphis. That would be a really good matchup, but I have to give it to Golden State. Then moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals, you have the 76ers versus the Brooklyn Nets. I have to give it to the 76ers. Moving on to the finals for the 76ers, and for the Western Conference Finals, I have the Suns and the Warriors. If Chris Paul is back in time, I give it to the Suns. If not, I give it to the Warriors. But right now, I'm going to give it to the Warriors. So in the finals, we have the Golden State Warriors versus the Philadelphia 76ers. And I have the Golden State Warriors winning. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, bye. I had the Warriors winning.